Hello everyone, my name is Fernanda and I'm Mary Kay Director here in Canada, and this is week 4 of new consultant training, and I hope you're learning a little bit with me. And every week, as I promised, I'm back here to give you some insights of how to become a star consultant, how to become a very good consultant, and how to learn more about this amazing company called Mary Kay. So today our topic is I'm gonna map out your business plan. So let's see how you wanna juggle this onto your life. You wanna put this business into your busy schedule because we're all busy all the time. So I'm gonna show you easy steps and how you can do that without killing yourself. So the first question I wanna ask is how many hours each week are you committed to your Mary Kay business? How many hours are you committed to see your customers? You want to do 0 hours, so you have 0 parties, 2 to 4 hours a week, so you have 1 to 2 parties per week. 4 to 6 hours, this is your commitment to your business. To 4 to 6 hours, you have between 2 to 3 parties a week. And 6 to 10 hours, you can fit in 3 to 5 parties a week. Okay? A party, it will last, or beauty experience, or beauty session, or pampering session. You're gonna hear a lot of those terminology during the learning curve as a consultant, or a class. You choose the one that fits you well, but it will last between 45 minutes to 2 hours. So you decide how long it takes. It depends how much you talk and how much you interact with your customers, and if it has a bigger group or a small group. It all depends on how things are going. It could take only 45 minutes, but it could take 2 hours is the maximum that I have spent in a party. Which face that you see, you roughly sell per face. If you're a brand new consultant, between $65 to $100 after your training is done and you're good to go, you're gonna see that you're gonna have like a base of $100 per face. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about the two ways, new consultant and more seasonal consultant, and how much you can make after you've done all your training and you're ready to go. Okay, so let's think about new consultant, $65 per face. More seasoning consultant, $100 per face. Okay, an average a party has about 5 women around the table, sometimes between 5 and 6. Always remember, we always try to invite as many people as possible because life happens to everybody and we get cancellations, people get sick, husband gets sick, the kids get sick, we cannot leave the house, there's a problem with the car, there's a rainstorm or there's snowstorm, it depends where you are in Canada. So there's always situation happening every single day, not only with you, with your customer, but also with you. So don't take personal when people cancel or they postpone your party or reschedule, or even when they don't show up, because life happens to everybody. So thinking about that, you always wanted to invite more people that you can accommodate at your parties, so that way you're not frustrating when those people cannot make it. So the ideal party will have around maybe 5 to 6 people. Okay, let's say 5 that you're gonna have at your party. So 5 women times $65 per face, it gives you $325 sold for 2 hours of your time. Okay, if you're a more seasoning consultant, you're gonna have 5 women around you, and 5 times 100, which is $100 per face, you're gonna have $500 sold for 2 hours of your time. Okay, so 325 and 500. It depends if you are new or more old consultant. Okay, so $325 per appointment. You earn half of it because when we sell, we make 50% in Mary Kay, at least here in Canada. Okay, so you make half of that, so it's 162.50, 162.50 of your work of 2 hours. Okay, and you, for more seasoning consultant, you will make 500 each party, so half of that is 250. Okay, for 2 hours of work. How many parties do you want to hold each week? So this is a question. Remember, I did on the beginning, I explained 0 hour, 2 to 4 hours, 4 to 6, 6 to 10. So the question for yourself is, how many parties do you want to hold each week? I'm gonna give my own example. When I started my Mary Kay business 7 years ago, I used to work full time, 40 plus hours a week, plus I had a baby. My daughter was only 4 months old, so I had to juggle between a full-time job, husband, house, and the baby. So what I did, I decided to do 2 parties a week. And how this was even possible? Well, every Monday night, it was our training, new consultant training, that we used to have at my director's house on Monday nights. So every Monday when I was going for training, so while I was learning, I was also earning. So every time I was going for training, I was bringing people with me to try the products, friends, family, people that I found walking around, so people that I approach about the business. So every Monday I invited them from 7 to 9 to come and have a session. So while I was learning in one room, my customer was earning, like I was earning as well, because they're trying the products and purchasing the products in the other room. So Monday nights were my day that I was doing one of the parties, and Saturdays usually used to be my days as well to do the other day of my parties. So Saturdays I used to book at my house, so it was easy for me to manage. My husband would stay with my daughter, and I was doing my party on the kitchen table, or I was going out to my customer's house on a Saturday as well. So that way I was leaving for 2 hours, a block of 2 hours, and coming back, which is super simple. So those two, I decided to do 2 parties a week. Okay, let's say you're gonna do also 2 parties a week. So let's calculate how much money you can make doing just 2 parties a week, working 4 hours, okay? So 2 parties times, remember, $325, because you're a new consultant and you sell about an average of $65 a face. So 2 times 325, you're gonna have an average per party of 650 sold per week. Okay, products sold per week. So if you are more seasonal consultant, you sell $100 per face. So you see 5 women, so $500 times 2 is $1,000 a week. Okay, that is for 2 hours of your time. Each week you will sell 650 worth of products, or 1,000, depend how much you sell, between $650 to $1,000 worth of products. So 4 weeks, right, we have. So 4 times 650 equals $2,600 per month. New consultant, new consultant. Are you hearing me right? So you can make $2,600 a month as a new consultant, selling $65 a face and working only 4 hours a week. Okay, I used to work 40 hours a week to make that. So if you're a more seasonal consultant, even better. You're speeding up your game and you know what to do. So 4 times $1,000 is $4,000 per month sold in products. So it's 4,000 or 2,600 each month times 12, because we have 12 months in a year. So let's have roughly how much you're gonna make a year of extra income on your Mary Kay business, so you can tell your husband or your mom if they're worried about how much money you can make with this extra income. So if you're consistent doing your 2 parties a week, you're gonna 2,600 times 12 equals $31,200 a year. So this is $31,200 sold per year on your Mary Kay business, just doing 4 hours a week. If you're more seasoning consultant, you're already selling $4,000 a month times 12, it's $48,000 a year. This is gonna be your income. Because we make half of it, so per year, if you're a new consultant, you can make about $24,000 per year. And if you're a seasonal consultant, if you're a seasoning consultant, $24,000 a year. If you're a new consultant, $15,600 a year. This will be your extra income. So what you're gonna do with this extra money that is coming to your pocket? So think about, make plans and make dream goals, vacation maybe, a new house, or put aside some money for a car, for down payment to your house, or like extra shoes or clothes, whatever you want to do, because this will be extra money going to your pocket, right? So I want you to make a scale of 1 to 10, and I want you to circulate from 1 to 10, how are you committed to being successful and achieve your dream in life? And what is your dream? It is to travel the world. How much it costs? It is to buy a new car, to earn a free car from Mary Kay. So how many hours of how many hours of your time that you can put into practice to make this dream happen? Okay, so you know roughly basically how much you can make out of this business, so that way you can plan ahead. Okay, of course, this level of selling, it depends. It could be more than 65 or less. So it depends if you're going through training. As more as you go and more you do, more expert you will be, and you have more knowledge, and you will do better every time. So it's always a learning curve. So don't make too hard on yourself. Everybody start as the same, so you will get there. So you cannot, another thing that you have to think about is that you cannot open a store with a bag of sugar or a can of tomatoes. Always think that way. If you're considering the option of having inventory, of having a little bit of extra products on your shelf, so your customer, once they try the product, you do the parties, you have the products to deliver right away. When Mary Kay started this company, she was working for another direct selling company. She will always have on her mind that woman was very impulsive buyers, and for them to wait about 2 weeks to receive the products, it was like they were like, oh, forget about Mary Kay, like I don't really want it anymore, or my husband said no. So we are, as women, we're very impulse buyers, and we want to use the stuff immediately. We love to see and touch. So just put yourself into the shoe of a customer. If you're a customer and you're going to need a mascara for tomorrow, are you going to wait for your consultant to deliver for you in 5-6 days? Or you wanted to go to the shoppers, to the pharmacist, and get your mascara immediately? Just think about that way. I'm not saying that so you invest tons of money on this business and you have a store full at your house. This is not the reason of it. You know how many hours you want to put into it. You know how much money you can make. So think about of your investment to have at least a little bit of product, so you deliver to your customer immediately. You don't have to make extra time to do a delivery as well. So it saves you time and money, like gas and trips if you use the bus. So also save you time on that as well. So once again, the decision to have inventory on hand, it's always yours. It's not mine. Mine is just to guide you through it. But I always try to think that I love when I pay for something and I get home and I get to use immediately. I always, considering skincare, I always remember the steps if I have them with me immediately, then wait 2 weeks and oh my gosh, what that lady said and which one goes first, you know what I mean? So it's much easier to have products on hand, and we have a lot of enthusiastic customers. They don't have to wait for their products to arrive, and they're way happier with the customer service that we give as well. So those are a few options that we have, and if you're considering inventory, we probably going to talk about, I have a video about that you can ask, and I can send it to you, some options of products that we sell the most, and then we can decide together what is gonna fit your time and also your budget. But the thing that you have to remember to become a really good consultant, you have to remember to prepare to work on your Power Store. How many hours can you put into this, and how are you going to fit into your schedule? Get organized with your calendar and see the blocks of 2 hours that you can fit Mary Kay into your life. Okay? Going to the training, knowing all the new products that is coming in, it's also very important. So that's it for today, guys. And I'll see you next week. I'm very excited to hear what you're learning and what you want to know more about. Bye. I'll see you next week. Take care.